Hey, Adam. Just on the offensive side, it seemed like everything was working. So, what do you think clicked yesterday that maybe didn't start out well in Cincinnati and sort of came along in the second half in that game and then carried over to Arizona?
Yeah, I mean, without watching the film yet, we're about to do that right after this. But I think my first takeaway was being really good on first and second down, which we talk about a lot. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there was one drive where we didn't have a third down. So I mean, things like that obviously is so important to this football team. Is so important to this offense when we can be good on first down, like I talked about last week. It just opens up the playbook. When you don't start fast on first down, it limits the playbook. So continuing to do that moving forward is a huge positive and something we can build on.
Courtney?
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. I think it was only one third down in the first half. How consistent do you feel like you guys can be when you're in that situation? Because I know you scored 3 touchdowns before the second, at halfway through the second quarter. Did it feel like, hey, we're rolling, this can carry over?
Yeah, I think momentum is so huge in this game, and I think first of all, as an offense, if you're looking at just offense, just having that momentum of, hey, we can move the ball, we can do well on first down, we can throw the football, have a clean pocket for Kirk, have time. I mean, the more you do that, the more confidence you have in every position, and then that way you can just go out there and throw the ball around, spread it around, hand it off, do a bunch of different things and have success. And again, that's something that we have to build on and use as a positive and moving forward, being able to continue to do those things.
Chris?
Yeah, hey Adam. Since you've been with the Vikings, you guys have had some tough kicker situations. Blair Walls, Carlson, Bailey, and now Joseph. What's kind of the best way to deal with it when a team has a tough miss like Greg Joseph had yesterday?
Well, I think the biggest thing is as a team, we got to stick together. We can't lose confidence because of one play. I was able to talk to him in the locker room and say, man, I've been a part of games where I've fumbled in big situations and lost the game, and it doesn't define you. And there's going to be an opportunity for him moving forward. That's going to be an even bigger kick that he's going to be able to go out there and kick it through there and win us a game. So I'm excited for him to get back on the field. Excited for this team to get back on the field after a tough loss. That's the biggest thing is when you're just kind of sitting around. Trying to recover and waiting for that next practice, it's really tough to get over. But once you get back out there again and once you get around your teammates and just know that everybody's got confidence in this team to win those games, we just got to go out there and prove it.
Reed?
Hey, Adam. Justin's been playing well, but he's had a couple of drops and he's lost a couple of contested catches, which is fairly uncharacteristic compared to last season. Is that something where you feel the need to talk to him, or does it not even kind of register at the moment?
No, there's no need to talk to Justin. He knows what he's hard on himself already. He's a competitor. He wants to be great, and I think like you said, last year he was so ridiculously good in those situations that you forget that those don't happen. Players don't make every single catch. Every target that goes to a receiver is not caught, whether you're the best receiver in the league or not. Those are tough plays no matter what. So we have tons of confidence. I mean, he made play after play yesterday for us, helped us, have an opportunity to win that game. But at the receiver position, you're going to have, plays that don't go your way, and especially when teams are guarding him the way they are and usually putting the best corner on him or rolling coverage and making it tough on him.
Sam?
Hey, Adam. Through the first 2 weeks, seems like the slant has been kind of a go-to concept on some pretty big downs for you guys. Couple fourth downs last week, and then yesterday with KJ a handful of times. What has enabled that concept to be so successful early in the year?
That's a great question. I don't know. I think just trust in us to win our one-on-one matchups. When we have that concept, it basically it keeps everybody in the play. It's not just for one guy. It's kind of whatever the defense has given us. Kirk does a great job of if the inside guy's open, he throws it to him. If the inside guy's covered, he goes to the outside guy. And when you have that ability to have basically everybody up on a play, and Kirk can just kind of read the coverage and go from there, it gives you the best opportunity to convert and move the ball. So I think the coaches, Kirk has confidence in a lot of guys to win those one-on-one matchups.
Xavier?
Adam, in recent memory, you guys have kind of gotten off to slower starts, up and down starts in September. Can you attribute that to anything, or is that just one of those things?
Yeah, I think you can't really look at that stuff. Each game is so different, and it doesn't really matter if it's the first couple weeks or the last couple weeks of the season. Every week is so different, and you have to be prepared to go into a battle every single week. So we just got to go finish games. We've had opportunities, but we got to go finish, and that's what this league's all about. The games are going to come down to the final 2 minutes of the game, and it's who can really knuckle down and make those plays to win games. And we've been close, but we got to go and start finishing these games.
Adam, I know that we can play the hindsight game with numbers, win probability, all things like that. And I'm sure that that's stuff when you guys are going through film. I'm just wondering, is that something that's like what you guys look at just in terms of, and you, from your perspective, the emotion that goes into games, calling games? I know you don't do that, but like from a player's perspective of, hey, if we wouldn't have gone for it on this situation, or if we would have done something differently, all of that leading into the cumulative effect of why a team maybe lost a game, not just pointing out, oh, well, they missed a 37-yard field goal at the end.
Yeah, and that's something, again, that I was able to talk to Greg about. Is like, man, there's so many plays that go into a game it's not one play. Everybody sees the missed field goal and they say, that's why we lost the game. But there's so many plays. We didn't have to make that game close. We could have, like you said, you could look at so many plays throughout that game that, hey, if you make this play here, or if defense gets a stop here, or special teams has a better punt here, or a better return here, there's so many things, and maybe it's one block, or one tackle. There's so many times throughout a game that it's just this one, critical moment, and it's just one guy that maybe doesn't have a perfect play that really could have been a game-changing play. So, but it's hindsight. You go and you correct those things, but they're going to happen. And so you got to find a way. And we talk about that a lot within this locker room, is just find a way. It's not going to be pretty. It could be ugly, but we got to find a way. And I feel like we've been getting close to that, but we're kind of, I think, as the Vikings fans are, we're sick of getting close. We got to go and finish it, because we got to find a way.
We'll go to Chris, then Dave to finish.
Hey, Adam, just wondering kind of your impressions of Xavier Woods' play so far. He's ranked as the 5th best corner safety in the NFL through 2 games by Pro Football Focus.
Yeah, well, I'll say this about him. From the first day that he got here, I remember going through OTA practices and being like, yeah, this guy's pretty dang good. Being able to go and I was like, go up to Harrison and be like, man, this guy's really, really good. And just how he plays the game, how he is able to see the field, how he's able to take away certain things that we're trying to do. And then now for him to go in there and show it on game day, wasn't a great addition to this team, and lucky to have him, and a great teammate as well. So, again, just thankful to have him on our team now.
Adam, about some of those kind of so-so Septembers you guys have had over the years, what has worked to be able to, overcome them and get in a groove mid-season and not keep people from overreacting?
Yeah, I think for me, trying to talk to guys about this, but it's really focusing on the process rather than the results. And it's really hard to do it. It's so hard to do, because At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is wins and losses in this league. You know, that's what gets you to the playoffs. That gives you the opportunity to get to that ultimate goal. But when you really, focus on the process of man, every week, every practice, just keep getting better, keep working your butts off. I mean, guys played their hearts out yesterday, and we didn't have the result, but the process, just trusting that process. I think when the team is able to do that, the coaching staff is able to do that, the management is able to do that, instead of just being so result driven and focus on the result, just focus on that process and where we are and where we're going. That's what I think can take us to the next step. Now, if you focus on the results, it can be hard to get over that. So that's kind of my message to my teammates, is just continue to focus on that process.